Well, hey there. Welcome to Real WW Talk. I'm Erin.
I'm Candice.
And I'm Rikki.
And guess what, guys? I want to tell you that I'm unbothered today. I am wearing this hat on purpose because it has been a week. And I wanted to tell you guys this because I did something for November and I posted it on my personal Instagram page, but I don't think I talked about it here. First off, welcome back, Erin. For those who were here for our last episode, she kind of disappeared.
Right.
We made this joke, Erin, you didn't, maybe you didn't pay your internet bill, but we know that's not the case.
That's it. No, my tumor decided we were out and she just cut it. She's like, done. We'll see how long she lets me play this time.
Okay.
Well, we're glad that you're back and hopefully we won't have any, you all know how it is with the internet. It's ridiculous. But
it's dumb.
I was posting on my personal page and I was talking about how November for me has been November, emphasis on the no. Because I have been very intentional about protecting my peace.
Yeah.
And not taking on overwhelm, not just because of all the things that I've been through, but I need to build this no muscle more. And this has been a really good time to do it. So I was thinking about, this holiday season, and we had such a great discussion last week about, Thanksgiving and all the things, but this is about to be, and it continues to be for me, a time where there's a lot of stuff pulling at me.
Yeah.
And even though I have been doing the no stuff and doing it really well, there's still some other things that have been coming up that I have to kind of work through in terms of not just relationships, but truly with my time and my ability to stay centered and to stay grounded and not get overwhelmed.
So is this dead to me December or?
Wow.
Where was Erin when I was thinking of her? Erin? November, dead to me December. Yeah, I kind of like that though, because
that's dead to me. You're dead to me. That idea is dead to me. Dead on arrival. Don't even December.
Don't even December.
I love it.
Erin, I think I like that.
I'm going to exit now. My work is done.
Well, because I was going to think about when I was thinking of this, what I wanted to talk about with you all, I was thinking about the fact that there's so many different obstacles that have been thrown our ways during this season. There's so many different things that are taking our time. And when I say obstacle, I'm curious for you all, what comes to mind? For me, as you know, it's my people pleasing and having to navigate not doing that. So that's why I brought up the November and even what you said with December. That's my obstacle, is being able to keep myself grounded amidst everybody kind of clamoring for all of my attention and my stuff. And I was curious for you all, because we are very different people and not everyone here struggles with people pleasing. When I say holiday obstacle, what comes to mind for you?
I am my own worst enemy. That's what comes to mind for me.
Okay. And what does that mean? I know what it means literally, but how does that?
Yeah. Well, and I don't know how that'll shape up differently this year, but either self-sabotage or the best laid plans. And I just get in the way of my own plans, or I get in the way. I don't adhere to the plans or the habits that I say that I'm going to exhibit during the holidays. But I might be really strong at first. And then as the holiday gets closer, I'm like, whatever, or I don't maintain the level of walking. I don't maintain the level of fitness that I want. I say I'm only going to eat one sweet treat a day. And I'm like, whoa, okay, maybe one sweet treat, but I ain't going to say no to that chip and dip that's over there. I'll move the line, because I wasn't thinking about that when I made this promise to myself. So
do you feel like it starts off? Do you feel like it's one of those things where it's a gradual decline, or is it consistent throughout?
Every year it's a gradual decline. And I think it really starts in October, because the weather turns and it's I need to get my bake on. I need to roast this. I need to make this bread. I need to do this. And then it's I'm going to taste a little bit of this or taste a little bit of that. And then the next thing you know, it's just you know,
You're yeah.
it's off. And then I'm like, okay. And it's not that I'm like going to wait until January because I'm not doing that anymore. But it's like those good habits begin to be replaced. And then it takes me all winter. So I'm recognize it. I'm putting it out there that I recognize that, to be accountable and to be transparent on that. And you're welcome to check in with me and ask me how I'm doing. But I also, because I have gained weight, because I haven't been able to move, I'm trying to undo kind of what's been done over the summer. I'm much more aware of it and much more, I don't want to put any more weight on, like, as best that I can. And some of it's just naturally happening because they're adjusting some medication and things.
Sure.
So, and I know you get that from, the breast cancer medication and all of that jazz. There's some things you just don't have control over, but I do have control over what goes in my mouth, regardless of whether I feel like I have control. Feelings aren't the truth. That my brain connection to my hand, to my mouth, is still completely underneath of my power.
Right. You can't blame that on, but I can understand that. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. But Rikki, what about you? What would you say?
So I think for me, I think I remember what the question was.
Holiday obstacles. I was just curious. What is that? Like I said, mine is people pleasing and trying to say no. What would you say?
I mean, it's kind of a combination of what both of you said, but just with the word FOMO or the phrase FOMO, like it's a time where I get a break, and I always get that time, and it's like, okay, this friend's in town. Okay, I'm going to pencil this friend in, and this person's free and they don't typically have time. Okay, I'm going to pencil them in, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go to these stores and I have to get these things on my list and it's like every minute of my time is filled with something, and I don't really have time to breathe and to rest. And then before I know it, I'm back at work, and this holiday's over. And I think a lot of the obstacles for me are just, it's like you said, Erin, like it's me, because I'm the one putting it in my calendar, and Candice, I'm not the one I'm the one not saying no. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think I get in my own way with just wanting to be a part of everything and wanting to please, and just not really assessing my time and how valuable it is and how I should prioritize the activities that I'm saying yes and no to.
It's people treats. That's what I call it for the extroverts. It's people treats. Like there's people everywhere, and I want to go see everybody.
Exactly. And
No, go ahead.
And I love that. I mean, I definitely have that extroverted side of me, but because I'm also like, I've got this introverted side, I know that I also like hit a wall, and people even say it to me. They're like, oh, you got quiet. All of a sudden it's like, because my wall is there because it just came out of nowhere, and it's 7 p.m., 8 p.m. and I'm just thinking about my couch and not talking to anybody, and it's not personal, and it's just, and if I don't plan around that, then I might come across as like unpleasant or unhappy, or, and then sometimes I am just like, I want to recharge, but I never account for that.
Yeah. And I think that kind of leads into kind of where I want to go with the fact that we know this about ourselves. This is not like only for this holiday season or this time in our lives. Like, I'll speak for myself. Like, this consistently has been something that I've noticed as a trend with myself during holiday seasons or times of stress, where I'm having to manage and seeing those commonalities in how I am allowing people to have access to my energy and access to the things that can overwhelm me. And I got to a point where I was like, how am I going to make a decision on what deserves a yes? What deserves a yes for us in this season versus a no, and how am I making those choices based on what I've learned from years and years of doing it, what I would say the wrong way, because I've consistently gotten to the point where I had all, like I said, best of intentions, but still ended up overwhelmed by the end of the year and begging for this brand new year, which I know we'll talk about later, of needing a new year and a new fresh start, because it just didn't go the way that I needed it to. And I was emotionally spent. And And I don't want that to be the case now. And so I was thinking, and I wanted to kind of talk about like, how am I deciding, or how are you all deciding based on what we shared? Like, what are you saying yes to, and what you're going to say no to based on true experience? Because Erin, you've had a very challenging year, that kind of went somewhere that you didn't expect. So some of the ways in which you've had to say yes and no were forced upon you. And I know you've said that was something that was, because we joke, Erin's always the one who'll say, you can come over to my house. We're going to have this. I'm going to have this special drink and put a little bit of mint in there, just a little sugar around the rim. And I just made this little reindeer popsicle that's made out of vanilla bean and goat cheese.
Winter. I'm all about the Carinthia cinnamon right now.
Right. With some tart cherry something in it, right?
What? You're going to have to repeat that, Erin. What is that?
I said it's winter. I'm all about the Carinthia cinnamon right now.
So the Carinthia is what I like. The rest of the sentence I got.
It's a type of cinnamon. It's a type of cinnamon. It's the base of what Cinnabon uses for their cinnamon. So if you want to take your cinnamon rolls and breakfast things that you're going to make for Christmas up to that next level, and you're like, why don't my cinnamon rolls, I want them to taste like Carinthia cinnamon, Korintje. You get on Amazon, you get Whole Foods.
I feel like she mentioned this last year.
No,
I feel like
something else.
We talked about the roasted Saigon cinnamon, which yes, that's my
reason I have
Rikki. I would have told you there's one type of cinnamon.
Yeah. Maybe to make myself feel better, I have to say that she talked about this last year, because gosh darn it, she doesn't find something new while healing. Like, I found carousel cinnamon while I was healing from my brain tumor. For my own sanity, to feel like I'm a good person,
we talked about it last year. We did. Think about like the Grinch, Carinthia.
Candice, it's 2 against 1. We could tell her.
I know. You're like, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. Erin, it was not. Okay.
It's the tumor.
But truthfully though, you've had to learn. You've been forced.
I have been, and you know how hard it was for me for Thanksgiving, because I feel like this has become our tradition where we make your Thanksgiving meal, and you graciously let me take over your kitchen and do it.
Thank God Grandma doesn't listen to the podcast, because I feel I'm like winning in her eyes. I keep telling you that, like, not true, Grandma. But yes. Yeah.
But like, what did I say this year? Is like, I really want to do it, but hey, I can only do the greens this year. And I've made the stock ahead of time for all of the other things, because I want your gravies and your stuffings to taste really good.
Right. Yeah.
And I
as a thank you. And my family thanks you.
But like, that's so hard for me, because I want to be able to go. I want to be able to go the full day. But I know reality for me, like, listen, Sundays for church, and I serve at my church, and 2 hours of serving at church, because my brain is still connecting, the processing center is still connecting. So for worship music, and for singing, and all of the outside voices, actually I have to wear earplugs that help deaden the sound, because my brain's still trying to process the sound, confusion of sound, volume of sound. And when I come home after 2.5 hours, I have to take a nap. My body literally shuts down. So I know for me, for the holidays, as much as I would say, yeah, I can do an all day at my grandmother's. And this is the first Christmas without my grandfather. Yeah. So that's, hold on.
Feel it.
Buckle up, Branham. Hold on.
Feel it.
Feelings. I'm not going to be able to do an all day with my grandmother and with all of the family and with all of the kids. As much as I would love that, I know that I can only do a part of that. So for me, it's just having to be really absolutely honest with myself, what I really can do. And it's 2 hours max.
And it sounds like if you don't honor whatever that that you have a physical reminder.
My body will shut down.
Mhm.
And it's so weird because it's the difference between like, oh, I need to take a little nap versus no, the body is powering down now and you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
And then 45 minutes, an hour later, I wake up and I feel like a Disney princess coming out of my slumber and I'm ready to go again. It's so weird.
Well, Rikki, what about you? Like when you're trying to make a decision about a yes versus a no for what you said of the obstacles, like what would you say for you helps you decide, or do you think may help you decide between that?
I mean, I do have like a friend who comes into town like not too many times a year, and she's a really good friend. So it's like seeing people like that level of like, I don't get a chance to see you. You're just in town for these days. You have this availability. Those are automatic yeses. Whereas like, not that I'm ranking my friendships or anything like that, but it's like, you know, if there's people that are like, hey, do you want to just walk around the mall? Maybe that's something I say no to. Or if it's, you know, making food versus, you know, sometimes for Thanksgiving, I'm ordering out to do that with my family because that's just what we do some years. So it's like, maybe that's what I'm going to have to do to say, instead of taking that time to cook it, I'm going to go pick it up and, you know, not worry about whether it's exactly how I would cook it or how my family members would cook it. It's like, okay, this is, you know, serving its purpose and helping to allow me to have the rest and the time back that I need.
Yeah. I love that, Rikki. I really do.
Yeah. I think that mine is probably a little bit of a blend because I might not have maybe the level, Aaron, of the physical repercussion of if I hit a limit, but I would say that my body does tell me if I'm not honoring, if I'm really listening in little things. Like I told you, I've really been paying attention to my heart rate and my blood pressure and the quality of my sleep and the scatteredness of my thoughts. Am I able to just sit? And that's one thing that I'm using as kind of like a way to guide my choices in terms of who I'm showing up for, making sure I'm carving out time to show up for myself, because I think that I've become more sensitive to those kind of triggers. And at first I used to play it off like, oh, well, it's okay. It's that if my blood pressure is a little high or if I'm anxious or I'm not sleeping very well, it's okay because this person's happy. I think because I have had the physical or the health challenges that have told me that it's not okay. I don't want to use it as the excuse with people because, you know, you all, you know, and I'm real quick to like bring it up. Well, you know, cancer survivor, but just to say I don't even have to do that, but I don't have to do that. It's just me as a person. I want to feel grounded more because I find that with having Isaiah too, I'm a snap. When I'm not centered, I snap at him, or I'm snappy with David. And it's just not a good experience. And especially during a time of year where it's supposed to be all of this fun. I learn when I'm giving in more to the yeses and really seeing the no's as a bad thing, when really no's are protective. That's what's been helping to guide me a little bit.
I think some of it, and I also just want to add too, like for you, I mean, breast cancer, surgery, radiation treatments, clinical trials. So those are all things that have impact on your health. And I think sometimes it's just rephrasing things for ourselves, that instead of looking as no as a bad word, that no is our opportunity to give our best yes.
And approaching that with gratitude, like giving people, saying, instead of apologizing, you know, that's a tool we've talked about.
Right.
Thank you for understanding. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for whatever, versus I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not, you know, and giving people more of an opportunity to show that grace, even if they don't want to. Like, I'm going to help you show the grace. Because it's still a no, but the no is there's a thank you for understanding, even if you don't, you know, because that feels better. Because I think that sometimes you get these kind of responses, and I've seen it from people in the group who've expressed, because right now we're dealing also with a lot of family dynamics. And we've talked about that, and family versus friends versus acquaintances. Everybody you kind of approach from a different lens. The way that I talk to you may not be the way I talk to my grandmother.
Right.
Right. And my grandmother may feel that she gets some luxuries that she really should
Right.
not get.
You mean you're choosing Kelly Ripa over me?
She's gonna be like, I told you to bring me. She's on hot dogs right now. I don't know what like her obsession. Like, just bring me a hot dog. I want a hot dog. And you're like, Grandma, all the things. Like but look, she's 95. If she wants a hot dog, she can have it.
Get her a hot dog.
But Grandma can be very demanding. So when she wants it right now. And like, she gets that maybe you're doing something, but her hot dog is the most important thing in the world. And if you're like, but I'm going to need to do this thing first and then this, even something that's simple, like not putting off, she's okay. She's not starving. She just is being demanding that she needs it right now.
Yeah.
I will get it for you, but I'm going to need for you to just wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's a big thing for me. Sounds silly, but that's a part of my boundary for this year.
Well, and sometimes, especially when it comes to dealing with family, and if it's an older family member, or maybe it's your mom, right? Or if it's your dad, or if it's Aunt so-and-so and they helped raise you. And there is that little bit of we become little children again because we carry that part of them disciplining us and they're going to be mad at us and what's going to happen, as opposed to, hey, I'm a 45-year-old grown woman and I'm married and I have my child, and I'm going to be okay, and it's okay to say what it is. Here. Lovingly, kindly, gracefully, and I'm not in charge of their feelings and how they feel about it.
I'm not in charge.
No.
It's none of my business.
Yeah. They can feel how they want to feel. That's up to them, but I don't have to be pulled into that part of the storm, as hard as it is. And the first time you do it, can feel shaky, but I'm not going to anticipate their answer and pivot already in my head because of what I think might happen. I'm just going to show up what I know is the best version of me, the kind version of me. And this is the boundary, and this is what it is. This is how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many things that I'm finding out this year, and maybe this will be a discussion we talk about the end of the year, but like things that have been challenging or I've built up in my head as being difficult, whether it's a conversation with someone or again, like a ride at Disney where I'm like, this is going to be hard, or I'm not going to fit, or that. And it's like, I don't know. That's not something that's actually happened.
Yeah.
I've built it up or fantasized about how bad it could be or how good it could be. But then I do it and it's like, okay, it wasn't what I thought, like in a good way. Half the time it is. And sometimes it doesn't work out that well. The experience is not exactly what I thought it would be, but it's like, I think I'm usually glad that I advocated for myself, or that I tried the new thing, or that, I said the no when I really wanted to. So I like that. So I could say a better yes into something else. And I don't regret that.
And why is it that we want to create a story around it, and the story is usually negative?
Yeah. And why do we not give the same amount of time? And that's something I've said before, and I mean it. If we need to do that for whatever reason, like, Rikki and Aaron too, we've joked about the whole "This Is Us" with
Beth and
Randall, where they're like, what's the worst case scenario?
Yes. And you go.
Oh, I'm going to die. And then I'm fall off the cliff, and then I'm going to get fired, and everyone's going to hate me. But if we're giving ourselves 15 minutes to go through all of that, then we are almost required to give ourselves the same amount of time to consider everything that could go right.
Best case scenario.
Best case. And that feels so counterproductive. Because we're so used to, in a protective way, kind of going to the negative, but it's not protective. And I think that, especially being in the cancer world, I learned that really quickly, that hearing all of the negative and the things about what could be, it doesn't serve you well at all.
No. Do you know, and instead of it being productive, it actually exposes. It exposes our deepest fears. It exposes the things that hurt us, that we believe will hurt us. And sometimes that's actually good to put that out there so that we know how to address that fear. Like that fear can't live.
Yeah.
And it can't stay there. And if I know that, man, I always seem to go to this direction or this pattern when this happens. Well, why is that? Why am I concerned that this is going to happen? And how do I want to move forward with this? How do I want to turn this out to the right way?
Mm-hmm. And when you think about it, like, cause it's like November 20, we have a few more days and it will be the last month of the year. So my question is, if you could talk to end of the month of December, Aaron, or end of the month of December, Rikki, and you could give that person one reminder, what's one thing that you would want that Aaron or that Rikki to know based on what we're talking about right now? If you could give them one reminder, what would it be?
That's good. I don't know. I think for me, I said it earlier. I think it was earlier in this episode, but I would want to stay in the moment, like just stay in the moment and be authentically a part of moments and like interactions with people, and just be present, because I think my mind runs a mile a minute with everything. And it's like, I'll find myself thinking about a grocery list and like, that's a whole part of active listening. But like, there's so many opportunities in this next month to be around loved ones that you don't see for a while, or to have that time off of work to spend time with people, or even if it's spending time with myself, just to, build a Lego set or something that I want to do. Like, I want to be present in all those moments and be able to truly enjoy them.
I'm trying not to get emotional. Buck up, Branham.
Don't buck up.
That really,
less.
I know.
Oh.
You're like, tears are good.
Yes.
That really resonated with me, Rikki, because, this time last year, as we were doing Christmas, there was a little thought like, hey, this could be a last Christmas with my grandparents. They're 93 and 94, right? And I didn't know that was the last Christmas with them. And my grandmother's, my grandmother is just wild. She's crazy. She's going to be 100. She's got the attitude and the spunk. Your grandma, my grandma, Candice, are just wild women. But there is that fragility of you don't know. And then, health stuff, the health stuff that we go through, you don't know. And I find myself falling back into some of the same patterns from before, where it is, man, we're just gunning and going. And before you know it, the holiday is over.
Right.
And now we're just back to January 2nd, getting back into work.
Right.
And, if we're looking at December 31st, Aaron.
And I mean December. I should have maybe been more clear.
You're right. You did say December 31st. That was,
I didn't mean that.
Aaron misspeaking here. But thinking, I get to the end and I don't want to look back and go, I've missed it.
Yeah.
Man, I've missed it all. And so for me, it's okay. What do I want by the end of it? What are the moments that I want to have invested in? And that requires intentionality to make some of those things happen and not let them blow past by, So go make that gingerbread house with Isaiah that we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
By the way,
you all spectators, I'm still hurt. I had to get it out of the box. Remember, I did
see in Walgreens they have gingerbread chalets. It's a little bit less to fall apart, and I came this close to buying you.
Well, like I said, I've learned so much about, like, I didn't even know that was like a whole world. Like, I think I saw it on Food Network and was just excited because I thought it was, a good idea to do it from scratch.
A great idea.
Yeah, we support you.
Thank you so much.
We do all
Thank
the
you
way.
so much. I really appreciate that. I don't believe you, but okay.
Please live stream it.
Yes.
The 3-day process of baking all the gingerbread,
making graham crackers from scratch. Yes. Yes, that was the goal.
Now, how about you?
Graham crackers.
I need to not. It's
gonna let it go.
Just please, just be gentle with me, okay?
He thinks it's graham crackers, Aaron.
And I don't even know about cardamom cinnamon or whatever you called it. Cardamom cinnamon.
Corincha.
See that one. See,
Yeah.
I'm a hopeless case. No.
But you could use cardamom in if you wanted to.
And you could build it with graham crackers instead of gingerbread.
You could.
I could do that. Or that means it's supposed to be gingerbread, right? Because gingerbread houses. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Usually. Haters. Okay, look. Let me focus on my thing. Okay.
This just fell into don't even December for her. Don't
even. I'm done with y'all. But no, I really do. I want to look back when I think about Candice at the end of December. I want to look back and, like you said, know that I advocated for myself and that showed up in staying in the moment. Like you kind of similar things, staying present, but also honoring my boundaries, because I felt like I have left every year disappointed that I did not stand up for me. And whatever that looked like, I will overextend myself over here. I will say I don't want that, even though I do, like whatever it is, just being honest. Like I want December Candice to feel that she's operating fully in the honesty of what makes her feel good,
Yeah.
And being unbothered and unapologetic about it, because it doesn't have to require an apology. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
And saying what I mean. And it just, and because again, I've seen that as being unkind, and it doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? Unkindness, sometimes I'm willing to be unkind to me so that others can feel this faux kindness that really is wrapped in bitterness, so
and
they
that
could
becomes performative, like
which
we
is
talked
performative, right? So I want to get to the end and do less performing, more authentic. And I think that will serve me well and serve those who love me well, because those who love me want me to be authentically myself. And so that means family. That means I'm going to make my graham cracker gingerbread house.
Can't wait to see it.
And it's going to be great. And you all are going to try it. Well, Erin, she's going to give an excuse because she's going to be like, I can't try it.
I can't because it's gluten. Rikki all of a sudden is going to have a gluten allergy.
Rikki's going to be like, oh, darn.
Oh,
but maybe if Isaiah gives it, then maybe you all will feel the guilt. Although be more like old Candice there and be like, this is great. Oh, awesome. No, but I just love this conversation because you do know I really do feel, and I won't cry, but I did lose I had lost a classmate of mine, 42 years old, to a heart attack.
Oh my
in the best shape of his life. He woke up, had 4 kids, and was gone.
That's unfair.
And why do I bring that up? Because one of the things he was focused on before he passed was mental health, right? And he was saying how he feels like he's just now getting to a point where he was able to do things for himself that mattered, and how he was trying to turn that curve. And I think that even during the holiday season where it's excitement and stuff, I just this world it's been really hard this year for a lot of reasons for a lot of people. And mental health is my jam, but I do think that we need to talk about and really embrace kind of what those things are that may cause us not to feel like we can fully embrace the beautifulness of now. What are those boundaries? So I'm just thankful for you all for having the conversation and for being honest, because I love y'all so much, and I'm wishing us the December that we want. So
are we going to land on don't even December?
Even December.
Okay.
Love that.
Yeah. So November is over.
Okay.
And don't even December.
What are we saying? Don't even do.
Yeah.
That we need that in the group. We need people to start popping that over in the Real WW Talk Facebook group.
Okay, so let's end with our don't evens. Is that right?
You mean like don't
even come to me with double booking for something, because I'm not going.
Yes. Okay, so for me, for like don't even lose sight of the good things in December that you get to enjoy. So plan those bad boys out.
For me, it's don't even think
No,
about.
you gotta say don't even.
Don't
There you go.
even.
We need help. Okay.
Promise I have an attitude, but it's just
You weren't showing it, ma'am. That's
Do
why you
not
got called
even.
out.
don't
She's like,
even.
don't do it.
For someone
Swiper,
who
no.
attends a lot of Broadway shows, you think you could muster up a little bit
She
more.
sounded like
something.
Dora the Explorer. Swiper, no swipe.
Right.
Don't. Okay, sorry, Rikki. Go ahead.
I think for me, my don't even is don't even thinking about things that aren't here and now.
Ooh.
Ah,
Ooh.
I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
Snaps? I think I
Candice?
said mine, right?
Did you say yours?
Don't even think that you're not amazing.
That was It's off the rails.
Don't
We're
even
done.
think that you're not worth taking the time to
Okay.
be your authentic self, because you
There
are.
you go.
Okay.
Don't you even.
Don't you
Okay.
even. Don't even. Okay.
I love this so much. Like I said, anybody want to kind of tell people how they can find us? Because you
Yes.
know you can, just so you know. We have a Facebook group that I love. It has like 11,000+ people in there, and they just get to chatting and they share all their little recipes, and they may know about the cinnamon that Erin has, and they put their feelings in there, and it's a lot of support. So we just wanted to invite you to come to our Facebook group. Answer 3 or 4 questions so we make sure you're not a bot, and I'll let you in. You can also find us where on Instagram. It's Real WW Talk.
Mhm.
You can send us an email at realwwtalk@gmail.com. You
Mhm.
can also send us what we call friend mail. Even though they may say fan, we think of you as friends.
Yes.
We're not able to respond back to you there, but we can look at it. And if we find a way to kind of insert something, sometimes you all ask us questions. Sometimes you send us the nicest little notes, and we really do appreciate interacting with you. And we do want to say, especially during the season of thanks, thank you to all of the people who have supported the podcast over the years. We have monthly supporters. We have people who give us one-time donations, and we could not do this without you. This is a labor of love. We love doing it, but there is a cost. So we appreciate each and every one of you who do donate, and those who just send really positive messages. You can also find us on Connect. We don't really post there, but you can see us. And did I miss anything? No.
No, I think that's everything.
Well, as we're going into, we'll see you in, what was it? What was it? December? I forgot.
Don't even.
Don't even December. We're here. Don't even forget it. And tell us on Facebook. We want to hear from you, or wherever it is. Post what your don't even is for December, so that we can kind of talk about it and encourage each other and get to the end of the year the way we
Don't even think about using plain old grocery store cinnamon anymore. Okay. Don't even. We've graduated to the Corinthia cinnamon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go post a picture of the bottle in the group so everybody knows what they're looking for.
Erin, you got to, that should be the thread that starts it, the don't even thread. Just look for the cinnamon bottle and you'll know that that's where you're going to post your don't even.
There it is. There it is. And you know what? We'll even post a link. We'll even post a link to the cinnamon in the show notes. We'll do that too. How about that?
We are some amazing people. Okay. And check our show notes. I mean, because that's where you can find if we do have a recipe or something that and that's the area at the bottom of in the pot. If you're listening to the podcast, and that's the biggest thing too, pop us in. If you're going for a walk, I know it's cold outside. We just finished up, or no, we're still on our step bet, which is amazing because we don't lose step bet. So I hope we're listening to the podcast anywhere that it streams. But yeah, you'll find the cinnamon there and some other things. And
that's that. It's a wrap.
Well, you all have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.